All right, we're gonna try this one more time, and hopefully the audio works this time. I checked it, everything should be good. But the Chicago Cubs made a pitching acquisition in the wee hours of this Monday morning, and I'm here to break it all down for you right after this. Good Monday morning, guys. Normally, right about now is when I will be dropping my daily episode, but we have breaking news. So, when news drops, we drop. So, the Chicago Cubs bolstered their starting pitching rotation by stealing away what's a secret gem, unknown gem for the Cleveland Guardians. That is one Matthew Boyd. The Chicago Cubs made this move this like in the wee hours of this morning. It was reported there is a deal in place for Boyd to sign with the Cubs. John Heyman of the New York Post is the first one to report the fact that Boyd, who is 33, will sign a 2-year contract that will guarantee him $29 million to play for the Chicago Cubs this coming season. This is a 2-year contract that they're giving him. There is also potential contract offers of performance bonus worth another $1 million. Boyd returned from Tommy John surgery last season, helping the Guardians reach the postseason. Um, Boyd has pitched for parts of 10 big league teams, beginning with the Toronto Blue Jays in 2015. So he's pitched for the Blue Jays, the Detroit Tigers, the Seattle Mariners, and the Guardians. In his eight Guardians starts last season, Boyd went 2-2 with a 2.72 ERA and a WHIP of 1.13. He struck out on average 10.4 hitters while walking on average 2.9 hitters in his 39.2 innings on the mound. Now, hear me out. That's a sample size. The Cubs will get him for a full season, hopefully, if he stays healthy. So those numbers may not be exactly what you think they are, but still, this is still a very good pitcher. Um, he signed his deal with Cleveland while he was completing his rehab for from Tommy John surgery. He made his first start for them on August 13, 2024. The Guardians lost Shane Bieber to Tommy John surgery, which caused a huge void in the rotation. So, in addition to the situation with Bieber, the Guardians could not count on Tristan McKenzie, who was inconsistent early in the season. He was optioned to AAA Columbus. Um, so Boyd was a clear, outstanding help to Cleveland, and the team's front office personnel expressed interest and hoped that Boyd would return to the team. However, that is not happening. He is now reportedly a Chicago Cub. A little sly move. This guy was actually on Carter Hawkins' wish list for pitchers that he wanted to get, and he went out and got his guy. So my hope is that he produces for the Chicago Cubs this coming season because we're definitely going to need him too. This is a back end of the rotation guy. Again, like I said, you could so this essentially takes Javier Assad out of that starting pitching rotation. He will be now probably placed back in the bullpen with some spot starts. Also, Ben Brown with some spot starts. The Cubs have often talked about, and I've talked about ad nauseum pretty much since my time joining this show, that the Chicago Cubs are looking to get better around the margins. This is a margin move. This is another one of those moves where you are spending, like I said, probably you're approximately looking at about $15 million per year of his deal. And you are spending, but you are spending hopefully smart and getting somebody that can come out and bolster your starting rotation. Kid's got some nasty stuff. He's able to, like I said, pitch big innings as well. Hopefully, he can stay healthy. Hopefully, he's good after having their Tommy John surgery. He came back and faced Detroit, his former team, in the first round of the postseason last year, and he won that start. And he also came, and then he also went up against New York and was able to pitch about 5 to 6 innings against the Yankees in the next round after that, and the Guardians won that 7-5. So, yeah, I know. I mean, like I said, he's a gamer, and I think this is maybe a good acquisition and a good move for the Chicago Cubs. Again, I know a lot of people are going to say, well, Mike, this is breaking news. Yes, but Mike, this ain't the big fish that we want. No, guys, hold tight. The winter meetings are next week. Everybody's expecting the Cubs to come out of those winter meetings, or maybe even during those winter meetings, to make a trade as well to get to bolster up their team also. So this is hopefully just the beginning, but again, this essentially moves Javier Assad back to the bullpen, which I am ecstatic about. I think he will be great coming out the bullpen. He's got great stuff, and he'll be able to basically help that bolster up that bullpen that the Cubs have desperately needed. Now, again, we need guys to stay healthy. Yeah, pitchers stay healthy. Like I said, we had multiple pitchers go down last year, and I want to keep the Hayden Wesneskis of the world off the Cubs pitching rotation as much as possible. Please, please, please. Like I said, but you have a guy like signing Matthew Boyd. He's a good candidate to be somebody that can help this rotation. Again this season, and again, like I said, with that lefty, he now joins two other lefties in Justin Steele and Shota Imanaga. So again, like I said, I'm excited to see what he can do. I'm excited to see what the Cubs can do with him. I'm excited to see Tommy Hotovy get him in the pitching lab and see him work some things out with him, and figure even hopefully unlock a couple of more tools and keys of what he can do, just so he can look very, very good in the Chicago Cubs system this year. Again, like I said, this was not the home run we were hoping for this week, but again, this is breaking news, and this is something that we all should be excited about. Matthew Boyd was a big piece of what Cleveland did last year towards the end of their season. So if he can even replicate a portion of that, this may be a really big signing and on a deal, which is how the Cubs are going to have to operate if they're going to be this medium market team or small market team that they are claiming to be. So again, I hope that this deal works out for the Cubs. I know Carter Hawkins was high on this guy, wanted him. So again, like I said, this is going to be one of those things that we have to just wait and see about. Getting better around the margins, giving Craig Counsell more tools, more weapons to be able to work with this coming season. And again, guys, the Cubs are by no means done. There's more to come, and we all ought to be excited about it. I'm excited about it. I want to see what the Cubs end up doing this off season, especially during those winter meetings next week. We might mess around and do an episode every night next week if the Cubs are making moves, moving and shaking and grooving like that in the winter meeting. So, Jed Hoyer, Carter Hawkins, you are on the clock. It's time to make those moves. It's time to make those deals. It's time to make this team better. Give Craig Counsell what he needs to be able to be successful this coming season, and for the Cubs to contend and win the National League Central as well. So that's my time, y'all. Once again, I just wanted to come in, drop in some breaking news real quick. I originally did this video an hour ago, but the audio messed up on it. I don't know what happened with that, but it didn't translate. So shout out to y'all that reached out and was like, yo, your audio ain't on, bro. So got that fixed, got back in here, wanted to get this video posted up for you guys. The Chicago Cubs do something. They make a move, add to their starting pitching rotation. This is a Carter Hawkins guy. So we'll see what happens with Matthew Boyd. Matthew Boyd again signed to the Chicago Cubs. There is a deal in place for him to sign, leave the Cleveland Guardians, sign with the Chicago Cubs, 29 million plus another extra $1 million in performance bonuses for 2 seasons. So we'll see what we got. And Matthew Boyd, again, guys, I need you to let me know how you feel in the comment section. If you're excited about Matthew Boyd joining the Chicago Cubs, I need you to leave a comment if you are hoping that Matthew Boyd has a great season for the Chicago Cubs, why not go ahead and hit that subscribe button? And if you are hopeful that the Chicago Cubs will make more moves, then go ahead and share this pod with somebody who you know is also an avid Cubs fan who has not subscribed to the CCC yet. Once again, this is your boy Mike Jones. Guys, leave a voicemail at 773-389-6954. Email us at chicagobaseballcentral@gmail.com. And also, if you have not yet, remember to follow us on X, Instagram, and TikTok at Chicago Cubs Central. We are constantly posting content on there for all of our viewers. We appreciate you guys so much. Remember,